Hello everyone, welcome along to another episode of Motortown, episode 60. This is quite an interesting episode. I'm doing something a little bit different today. I'm going to do a garage tour, and as you've seen from the thumbnail, it's all the cars that I currently have with the tunes as well. I will put the tune IDs in the video as I'm going through each of my vehicles. There is a lot. I might have to split this into two videos depending on how long this video ends up being, but we're going to start down here at the Ollie Speedway with all of my cars and pickup trucks. I haven't got any trailers or anything out, and I do have a tanker over there, but that's not in this part of the video. But we're going to start over here with these cars. All of the cars you see parked over here in this section, I own all of these, and none of these ones have any tune on them. They're all completely standard, so these are as you buy them from the dealership, so I'm not going to go into any great detail with them, but I thought I'd bring them out so that you guys could actually witness them, see what cars I have, what ones I don't, and let me know your thoughts on them. But if I turn around here, I've lined up all of the cars that have been tuned and modified, and we'll go through a little bit. We'll start up at the back. This took me over an hour to set this up. It's been a lot of screen grabbing and things like that. So we'll start here with the Ranchy. So I'll hide my HUD for the time being. So this is the Ranchy I got. I just got this yesterday, in fact. It's not my decal set. For most of these cars I've not done the decals, but I've browsed for them and then adapted them slightly. But this is the Ranchy. It's a lovely truck to drive. Very tail happy, very fun. I don't have the details of every car written down so that I can explain to them, but I will go through them each, and the tune ID should pop up on the screen for each one as well. And so yeah, this is the Ranchy with beacon lights. It's got a tow bar, and it's got the winch on the front. It's a good utility vehicle. It's a good support vehicle, but it's also very quick. This one has, of course, not been in any videos yet until now. So there is that one. The next one on the list is my little K-Truck here. This has been in a video from back when I tried to work out contracts, well, not contracts, the company a little bit, and since then I've only used it once for shenanigans. It's exactly the same as it was in that video, but the tune ID will be right there on your screen. If you guys wanted this one, it's set up to be a bit of an off-road vehicle. It's okay, it's certainly not good. It could be doing with an upgrade, but I quite like it. It's a lovely little pink truck. So the next one, it has again featured in some videos. The pointless video I did where I put this on top of a recovery trailer on top of a recovery truck towed by a recovery truck on a Lomax. This is that same dory. It has only had a paint job since then. I don't use this very often. It's not very useful. It's rear wheel drive, gets stuck at the side of a curb. It's kind of cool to look at, but it's not an overly useful vehicle. So because of that, it does not get used very much. Next one on the list is, of course, the Vanny, that was heavily tuned for the purpose of a particular video where I was it's actually where I bought the Lambo as well. I bought this at the same time. This thing does donuts like nothing else. It barely drives in a straight line. It's got the V12 engine, and all that power goes to the back wheels. It is an absolute beast, and of course it does have the tow bar on it. I do like it, and it's as it was in the video. I haven't changed it at all since way back in that video. So next on the list is another new addition that I don't think has featured in any videos. It's, of course, the I think it's the Mammoth. That's what it's called. I remember now. This thing has been tuned up. I do use it periodically. It will be featured in a future video. I have an idea for a video with this vehicle in mind, but I like this one. It's a very, very capable off-road truck. It doesn't have any fancy decals on it, it is just straight purple, but I do absolutely enjoy it. The engine tune, the running gear tune, was not one of my own design, but the tune ID again is there if you guys want to have a shot at this one. Like I said, this one will feature in an upcoming video. Very soon, in fact, probably through the week, you will see this vehicle again, possibly with some decals on it. If I do change it between now and then, I will add the updated tune ID to the video that uses it. But for now, there's the tune ID for this one, and yeah, very much like this truck. It's one of my preferred runaround vehicles. The next one is the ever popular E30 M3 taxi. That is one of my top viewed videos. You guys seem to absolutely love this car. I absolutely love it as well. I don't use it too much because it's of course a taxi, but I am tempted to take the taxi license off of it and use it as a normal car because it's so much fun to drive. But yeah, it was featured in a video. I think it's the third most popular video on the channel, and it's an awesome car. In real life, it's awesome. In the game, it's also awesome. So if you guys want one of these, there is the ID right there. Moving on to the next one, we have the yacht. Of course, it's the Nemo limo, featured in a video. This thing drives like absolute garbage. It's usable for a limo, but the driving experience of it is atrocious. It really does drive like a sinking boat. But if you guys want to maybe work on the tune and bring it up to your own standards, the tune ID is on there. All the tune IDs will also be shared on my Discord as well, so if there's a particular tune and you want to see it a bit easier and not in a video format, if you go into the video description, there's a link to my Discord there where you can of course pick up the tune, and while you're there you could also join our Motortown server, which will soon be being upgraded because it reached capacity last night for the first time, so I'm going to be upgrading the server as well. But that is the limo. The next one is the Supra. Who doesn't love an orange Supra? It's awesome. It's very, 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 very tail happy. Quite difficult to drive because of that, but it's one of my favourite cars just purely because of the nostalgia from it. It's an awesome car. Very simple decal design on it. I spend most of my time with this doing donuts, whether I want to or not, but it's a Supra, that's what it's there for. If you want to pick this one up, the tune ID is there. Next one is the ever popular starter car, the Tuscan. It's been modified periodically throughout the course of this series, and it hasn't been modified since I did this livery on it. But I do still use this vehicle from time to time, not overly often, but I do still use it, and I've kept it this colour scheme because it's the first car, it's the first proper tune, like higher end tune that I put on a car, and I've kept it that way because it holds a bit of a special place. And this is a car that of course absolutely everyone has, so if you want yours to look like this or use this as a base for your own tune, then feel free to do so. Next on the list we have the Mini, Mr. Bean's Mini. This thing is an absolute flying machine, and one of the fastest cars I have. V12 engine in it, it's front wheel drive so it's a bit slidey, but it's an absolute flying machine. It weighs about as much as an empty packet of crisps and it goes like the clappers. Really fun little car to drive. Quite a challenge to drive, but with all that power and no weight it would be. And it has the Mr. Bean style livery on it. Next up we have the newly reskinned and newly retuned Miata, or MX-5 if you're from the UK. Even though it says RX-7 on it, this is not an RX-7, this is an MX-5. I didn't make the decal set, and this particular tune on it I didn't make, but it's slightly better than the one that I did do. But this, of course, is my drift car. I think this was possibly the second or third car I ever bought on this playthrough. So that's another one. I do still use it quite regularly. It's an awesome little car. It's good for just being a hooligan. The wheels do clip through slightly, but I don't mind that at all, because this car is not about being civilized or normal. It's about being absolutely reckless and a menace to society, and I do enjoy this car quite a lot. So next along we have the Porsche 911. I love this car. As we come down the grid, the cars just keep getting better and better. This I think it's called a Ren. No, it's not a Renton. I can't remember what this one's called actually, but it's of course the 911. I love this car. This is like my go-to A to B car. If I'm just traveling somewhere, I'll jump in this one because it drives so easily. It's such a brilliant car to drive, and I would highly recommend picking up one of them. And if you want the tune I have on it, there you go for that one as well. It's an absolute awesome car. The next one is the ever infamous and many tuned Lambo. I have changed this from a race car to an off-road car to this current setup, which is built for traction and speed, and it's quite difficult to turn this car. It is built for almost like a drag car. It goes very, very fast in a straight line. This is the fastest car I own by a sizable margin, and it does get used regularly. Still has the trailer hitch on it from that particular video where I did 115 mile an hour with a 4-ton trailer on the back. So if you want to pick up one of these, it's a very expensive car with a very expensive tune, but if you have the money to get one, I would recommend it. And this tune is, like I said, built for speed. It's not perfected, but I'm quite happy with where the tune sits. So next on the list, we've got the Lancia. I love the Lancia. Absolutely love this car. If I had the money in real life, there would be one of these sitting on my driveway. These things are absolutely amazing. It looks beautiful, beautiful car, and I drive this one quite regularly for rally style driving. It's great fun. This is my second most common car to be used, second only to this one. I've went for a little bit of a different tune on this one. This one I set up myself. The decals are from the workshop. I just changed the colours on them. But this thing's an absolute animal. Doesn't matter if you're on road, off road, beside the road, climbing a mountain. This Ford Focus will 100% get you there, and it will get you there sideways while gaining racing skill and with a smile on your face. This is definitely my go-to car. I use this every single time I play this game. In fact, I drove down here to the Ollie Speedway in this car. This car is an absolute legend, and I don't think I'd ever be able to part ways with it. But that's all the cars we have. Not that there's only a couple. There's obviously quite a few. But with that being said, I will jump over to another location. I'll despawn all of these cars, which will probably take me about a week, and I will bring out some of our more heavy duty vehicles, and we'll have a look at those ones as well. So I'll see you guys somewhere else. Okay, our next location is here at the heavy duty repair shop, where we're going to have a look at some of our larger trucks that aren't quite the semis. We'll do the semis in a different place, but I've got everything lined up, and again, anything that has a tune, that has been tuned, I will put the tune up on the screen. So we've got our Atlas tankers. I have two of these, as you've seen in an earlier video. They're both identical, and the tune for both of them are right there. As I said earlier, they'll also be in Discord, so if you want to head over and get that, every single tune ID is over on Discord. and these things are absolutely awesome. I do love these. That's why I have two of them. The next one is the Atlas dump truck. Admittedly, this tune does need a little bit of work. It's not exactly where I want it yet, but it is still a very capable truck. It can do coal, it can do iron. It just needs to be improved upon slightly, but it is a very, very good truck indeed. So that's the Atlas dump truck. Next one on the list is the Atlas box truck, also featured in a recent video, and I enjoy it. It's not tuned too heavily, not very heavily at all in fact, but it's still very capable, and of course it has the hitch on the back. All of these Atlases do in fact, and Atlas is an awesome type of truck. If you haven't got an Atlas, I'd recommend getting any one of these or even one of the semis. So next on the list we come to our two Brutus. We've got the tanker and the wrecker here, and tunes for both of them will be on the screen at either side. So the wrecker one will be over beside the wrecker, the tanker one beside the tanker. These are both very capable off-road trucks, albeit if they are a bit slow. But this one is obviously, the tanker's got its uses for delivering fuel, as well as being able to store fuel for the server, and well, the wrecker is the wrecker. It recovers people when they tip over. They're both very capable. They can both go off-road, as you can imagine. They're designed off of a Unimog, so they are very capable off-road vehicles, and they're affordable too. So next on the list we have a truck that hasn't featured in a video for a little while now, but of course it is the turbo truck. It does need a bit of a livery update, but I absolutely love this truck. It's a flying machine for a compacti. It's been in a number of videos, and yeah, if you want to pick up one the same as mine, the tune is right there for you. Next on the list we have the King of Coal, as I've dubbed it, with a very bright special livery for this one. It's my most eccentric designed truck. I didn't design it myself, I did just change it slightly as per usual, but the tune was one that I compiled partially by myself and partially with advice from you guys in the comment section and over on Discord. This is very much a collaborative effort, this truck, and I think it is probably the best tuned dumpy there is. It can go absolutely everywhere. Everyone's had a bit of an input in this, and all of the good things have stuck with it, so this is definitely a tune that is worth getting. And next on the list we've got our series of Kiras. This one hasn't been tuned at all, so there isn't a tune ID for that one, but this one has a very mild tune on it. It's a very beginner friendly tune on this one. It makes the truck very usable, not very tippy at all. It's a very, very good Kira flatbed truck. I do very much like this one. And of course, sitting in the middle there we have the rollback. Brilliant truck, absolutely brilliant truck. Very good way to earn very quick, easy recovery levels with that particular truck, because of course it has the winch on the rollback. Definitely a good truck. So for those two, the tunes will be on screen. Whichever side the truck is on is the side that the tune ID is on. If you need the tune again, like I mentioned, it's over on the Discord. The next two in the list are the Jamusi. First, the Jamusi dump truck. Again, another beginner-friendly tune, this one. It's very, very, very capable off-road. Kind of a simple colour scheme on it. Did feature it in a video and hasn't been modified since then. It was in the King of Coal versus mini series in amongst this series. I do like the Jamusi Dumpy. It will go absolutely everywhere. And of course, more recently we have the Jamusi Oak Log Truck. This thing is an absolute animal. It will pull you up the side of your house. There isn't anywhere I found that this thing can't go. It's a bit slow, but it can go everywhere, and it looks really cool with that decal pack. So the tune IDs for both of them should be on the screen for them. And then we come to the final one for this particular section. It's the Rotator. Not an early level truck at all, but it is an early level tune for the Rotator. So if you've just gotten the levels to get to the rotator. This tune will work for you. It doesn't have any of the winch upgrades, but it does have the engine upgrade and things like that. It is very, very, very expensive, but it is an absolute awesome truck. This gets used on the server at least every couple of days. It's a brilliant truck, and if you don't have one of these, I'd recommend putting the work in to get one. But with that being said, let's jump over and have a look at our buses over at another location. Okay, here we are up at Guanjin. We're going to have a look at our buses here. I don't have too many buses, so this is a little bit of a shorter segment, this one. The first bus we're going to go to is the now what seems ancient SV200 school buses. The tune that's on the screen is for this purple one right here, in fact, because the green one isn't tuned at all, it's just painted green. The purple one is more or less just a livery set as well, but not any modified engines or anything like that in it. But very good buses, good company vehicles, and that's the tunes for them. So moving on, we next have the Air City, or City Air, can't remember which way around it is, but the inner city bus. This one of course is done as the Willow edition. I got this bus to do the Ara bus route in a previous video, and that bus route was suggested to me by Willow, so I pinched Willow's colour schemes. So this tune is for this particular bus with this colour set on it. It's not exactly the same as Willow's, but it's very close, and very good bus. I only used it for that video and I haven't really used it since, but I don't do an awful lot of bus things these days. So next on the list is, again, another popular video from the past, was the Greyhound bus video, where I got this bus, and the tune for it is on the screen just now. Very good bus, very fun to drive these. It's not a particularly good tune on it, it's not modified mechanically or suspension wise at all, but it's still a very good bus altogether. And now we get into the more heavily tuned buses. This of course is the Lilliput, featured in a recent video with the tune is originally from Flashiny and the colour set is from the workshop, and I've tweaked it. So this thing is set up to be an off-road bus. It's a good beginner off-road bus, but since then we have discovered the Off-Road Master. Featured in a very recent video earlier in this week, and I love this bus. I put so many miles on this thing. It's brilliant off-road, brilliant bus to drive. If you don't have one of these, absolutely go ahead and get yourself one. As I've said with all these sections so far, if you want any of these tunes in a non-video format, they are all on my Discord. If you head down into the video description, there's a page on the Discord where you can pick up all these tunes and more from other members of the server as well. And you can also join this Motortown server. But like I said, I don't have much in the way of buses, so moving on from there, let's go and have a look at some of our semis and our trailers. Okay, now we're now on to the trucks and trailers, and I've come down to the quarry because why not? So first of all, we have the, I think it's Golima semi, which I affectionately refer to it as Godzilla because it's got all the power of Godzilla and then some. It's recently had an upgrade as such with new decals and a matching Lomax trailer. As you can see here, I absolutely love this truck. This is my go-to truck for 90% of things. But what I'll do is the tune ID for the truck is on the left and the trailer ID will be on the right. And as I've mentioned in all the other segments, it will also be available on Discord. And with that being said, let's move on to the next one, which is our newest truck and trailer combination, the Lobo and Lobo Vanny, I think it's called. Very basic tunes on both of these. I don't really know the purpose of this truck, if I'm being completely honest. It's it's got a use, but it seems like a very limited use, and it's certainly not my favourite truck. I can't imagine I'd use this one too often. I can think of a few interesting things to do with the actual truck itself, but the truck and trailer combo is it just doesn't work for me personally. It's not my particular playstyle, but if it is yours, the tune IDs are on the screen just now. As before, truck ID to the left, trailer to the right. And then moving on to the OG truck. This was the first vehicle I bought, actually. I believe this is vehicle ID number 2. The Jamusi semi-truck. I love this thing. If you put a Jamusi in 6 low lock, it would pull me up that hill. It's an absolute beast, and that is the dump trailer that goes along with it. Any sort of semi work off-road, I use the Jamusi for. It's an animal. It's a lovely, lovely truck. It's not the best for drivability, but it's a great truck. Really is a great truck, and it's a very early game friendly truck as well, with the base truck being only 80,000. So as with the other ones, truck IDs on the right, trailer IDs on the truck IDs on that side, the left, trailer to the right. And then moving on to one that hasn't actually featured on the channel at all yet, the Cuda semi-truck. I got it because I heard good things about it, and I find it quite difficult to drive. I wouldn't say it's a bad truck at all. It's obviously based off of a Renault Magnum. If you're in Europe, it's not the worst looking truck in the world. I actually used to own a truck that looked very similar to that. Basically the older model, if you will, and I haven't driven it enough to really get used to it to see where it places in the roster of my trucks. And we have the box trailer on the back, so trailer to the right, truck to the left. And moving on, we have the FL1 with its now new fancy decals. I just did this today. And I put a new engine in as well, so it's now just as powerful as Godzilla over there. I have a special place in my heart for this truck. It was the first, quote, real truck that I bought, and it's an awesome truck. I don't regret getting that one at all. The ID for that is on the left, and on the right we have the Flanker 3 with wooden style decal for the bed of the truck. Other than that, it's fairly standard, that trailer, but the ID is to the right of the screen there. Next we have just the trailers, because I've got more trailers than I do trucks. This is my off-road logging truck. I can't remember the actual name of it, but I bought it at the same time as I bought the Jamusi down there. Great little log trailer, very cost effective. It is a little log trailer as opposed to that big one, but it's very useful and it matches in with the Jamusi. I do like it. This is not got an ID because it's not tuned at all. It's completely as I bought it. So we will skip past that one and onto the smaller trailers. So we've got I think this is the SM1, I think it's called, a little car transporting trailer. Very, very highly tuned because at the time I had all the money in the world and I didn't see a reason not to. Great little trailer. I recently had a new paint job. It used to be red, it's now purple and orange to match the colour scheme. And the tune ID is right there for it. Next we've got the Linky, basically as it comes, just with a paint job, but in case you wanted this particular paint job, there's the tune ID. I don't really have anything to say about this. It does what it says on the tin. Yeah, it's alright. Next, probably my most highly tuned trailer, the cage trailer. It's great fun, this little thing. This is the same cage trailer I used when I was doing the meat run to Ara, and I love this wee cage trailer. It's very, very highly detailed. I didn't design the tune for this one. It's from the browse feature in the workshop, and I just changed the colours to suit. It took me longer to change the colours than it probably took to make the decals in the first place. But there's that. That is not mine. That is just where you buy the Lancer. If you didn't know that, come to the quarry and buy the Lancia. But with that being said, that is indeed, I believe, my entire fleet of vehicles bar my Cuda container truck, which is standard apart from a paint job. and a trailer hitch. But it's basic engine and things like that, so there isn't a tune ID for that one anyway, because all I've did was paint it. But if you have liked this video and you found it useful in any way, don't forget you can hit that like button. And of course, if you are new to the channel, you can always subscribe. We are working towards a sub goal of 250 subscribers by the end of May, and we are more than on target for that one. So if you guys haven't subscribed already, please feel free to do so, and it would be absolutely awesome. And as always, you can join the Discord. Link to the Discord is in the video description, where you can be able to find all of these tunes and more from the other members of the community. And a lot of these tunes are inspired by their tunes, so they have better ones than me and different ones than me, and it's definitely a great community we have. Discord now nearly has 40 members in it, which is absolutely amazing to see, and there's details on there and in the video description of how you can come along and join in with the Motortown server, and that would be absolutely awesome. Possibly be involved in future live streams and videos with myself and the rest of the community. But with that being said, this video has been a very different concept for me. I am not really looking forward to the a million edits I have to do in it, but hopefully you guys have enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you in tomorrow's video. Thank you all very kindly, and see you next time.